It did not make sense for Najib to receive gratification years after SRC had received its loan from KWAP, Najib's lawyer told the court today. The former Prime Minister's lead counsel told the court that this was not a typical pathology of corruption.
Aras 5.
By the Malaysian Insight, this is The People versus Najib Razak. Follow us into the courtroom where it all happens. I'm Patrick Teo. It was a cloudy morning when Najib Razak arrived at the Kuala Lumpur High Court this morning. Once again, he was greeted by his loyal supporters, some of whom have come to court daily just to catch a glimpse of the former Prime Minister and perhaps have a short chat with him. Dressed in a grey suit with matching tie, Najib stopped to pray with his supporters before heading up to the fifth-floor courtroom. It was the fourth day of submission in the SRC international trial. The submissions were supposed to have ended yesterday, June the 2nd, but the defence had a lot more documents to go through. Najib's lead counsel, Shafi Abdullah, presented the defence's oral submission today. The lawyer once again reiterated that the prosecution had not proven their case against Najib beyond a reasonable doubt. Shafi said, by virtue of the position Najib was in, Prime Minister and Finance Minister, there were a lot of complications in the case. The truth of the matter is that it has become complicated for us to produce the best defense possible because Najib himself is a victim of scam, the lawyer said. Najib, he said, was a victim of scam and a series of misrepresentations perpetuated by fugitive businessman Joe Low, SRC CEO Nick Faisal Arif Kamil, and rogue bankers such as Joanna Yu, the AmBank relationship manager. The prosecution had time and again questioned how a man like Najib, who has power and knowledge, didn't know about the money in his account. He didn't know because he was surrounded by people who committed the scam, Shafi surmised. Shafi then asked Judge Nazlan to consider the timeline of when the money was transferred into Najib's account. The lawyer pointed out to Judge Nazlan that 42 million ringgit was transferred into Najib's account more than 3 years after the KWAP loan was disbursed to SRC. SRC received two 2 billion ringgit loans from Retirement Fund Inc. or KWAP on August 29, 2011 and March 28, 2012. From there, the prosecution alleged that 42 million ringgit found its way into Najib's account by way of SRC's subsidiaries Gandingan Mentari and Esam Perdana in December 2014 and early 2015. The prosecution's narrative is outlandish, as it is a bizarre situation for a sitting PM to do this, Shafi said. Is this the kind of pathology one would expect of a corruption case? Shafi questioned. Where the most powerful man in the country is accused of wanting gratification, corrupt gratification, and apparently he got SRC a 4 billion ringgit loan, and for that was rewarded the 42 million ringgit obtained 3.5 years later. Wouldn't the most powerful man, if he was corrupt, say he wanted the 42 million ringgit up front? Because that is the pathology of corruption, Shafi concluded. The lawyer added that he couldn't find any similar case whereby the accused only received gratification years later. And with that, the court adjourned for the day. Proceedings will continue tomorrow. This podcast is produced, written and mixed by Revati Subramaniam. I'm Patrick Teo.